They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. The give to the left. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield and made the tackle for loss.
Right back to it. Past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, we mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Creates a little space.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Quarterback keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ferguson. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator strips his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Reed. Using his feet to buy time. Ball is loose. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his...
Gets away from one, finds some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He might want another play. Going to take a shot on second and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A little release to the back. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Motion from the wideout. Power football with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Quickly complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Takes the handoff. It's Young. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important. Get some pushing for the punt team. To the air, it's Reed. Buying some time. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
DB's right up on the receivers. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll signal for a fair catch after that weak punt. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Deep shot for the end zone. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here on 3rd down. Now the play fake. He lets it fly. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on 2nd down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Past the 50. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Reed. He's going to fire deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Running to Green. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got out of trouble and throws. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Reed. Buys a little time with his feet. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown time.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Extra DBs on the field to defend the pass. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Still looking, on the move. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking for room. It's Pringle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On the direct snap, it's Young. Got a little space. All by himself down the middle. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on second and long. Leaves it with the back. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the...
He wants to take the top off. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A designed run for the quarterback. Gets it past the marker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now to win.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Young. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point.
That makes the score Alabama 42, Arkansas 7.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside the spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. They want to run it left here. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Caught behind the line. It's Ferguson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Hit as he throws.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. That's caught. It's Platt. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Touch pass on the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
49. Set to kick it away.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Might be calling a hot route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Russell. Finds some fresh air. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Russell. Can't get him to the ground. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.